Get your hands out. Put it out of the darts and the yellow balls. Like the right.
crispy route. Actually costs 6 degrees.
Hey, we're
This broadcast is sponsored by D.A. Gould Excavation, Maxim Fitness and Spa, A.E. Robinson, Casa Cattle Farm Store, Nita Cakes, Bears One Stop, TJ's Jewelry, Newport Glass, Gilman Plumbing and Heating, Sebascook Valley Federal Credit Union, Hometown Health, and Hartley's. Today, the Gardiiner Tigers take on our own Nokomis Warriors. Taped live January 11th at Nokomis Regional High. And bring you today's game, Ryan Bell and Ashton Karen.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for RSU 19 and Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting's presentation of Class A North Boys Varsity Basketball. Tonight, your very own Nokomis Warriors will be taking on the Tigers of Gardiiner High School in what should be a great matchup. What are your thoughts on tonight's game, Ashton?
I tell you what, Gardiner's coming into this being 1-4. Nokomis coming off a big win against Coney, a big comeback win against Coney. I think tonight's game is going to be more interesting than just the stat sheet shows, though. Like I said, Gardiiner 1-4, but they've been without one of their star players all season. And we'll get more to him later, but that's Calvin Catchings, who we'll see if he shows up tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. And Gardiiner on a little bit of a disadvantage here. 19 days between games. Had that game on the 6th postponed against Brewer, and now they come here to Nokomis to try and restart their season almost, sitting at 1-4 right now in 8th in Class A North. And not looking too good, but still with a chance to make a playoff push. Quite a few games behind the rest of the pack. Nokomis has played 9. Obviously, Gardiiner only at 5 so far, but I'm excited for this one, Ashton. And like you said, I don't think the paper gives it justice.
No, like I said, I mean, this is a team now. Granted, they are 1-4, and you talked about a late playoff push. However, sitting at where they're at today, they would make the playoffs because we have two teams, that Erskine and Messalonsky, who have not won a game yet. But with the return of Calvin Catchings, who's ranked number 3 in his class for the state of Maine, I'd like to see these guys turn their season around, and I really think that's what they're going to do. His first game back was their last win against Mount Blue, and obviously they're only one of the season, so I think they have high hopes for the second half here.
Sure, and you mentioned Calvin Catchings, standing at 6'8", according to the stat sheet here. Nokomis also with a 6'8" player of their own in freshman Cooper Flagg, who's ranked 6th in the nation according to Coast to Coast Preps at the moment. And he put on a show in the last 2 nights out. 34 against Skowhegan, we had that game right here on Warrior Broadcasting, and then put up 30 Saturday against Coney. And that Coney game was something special, Ashton.
I tell you what, it really was. It was a very interesting game to watch. It was, without a doubt, I mean, anybody who watches it, it was a rough first half for the Warriors. But to see them have that composure, bring it back, and get the 30-point win after being down at halftime, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and the Nokomis youth really showed. Down 4 points at the end of the first, down 5 at the end of the half, 34-29, before finishing the game on a 32-3 run and winning 80-54, allowing just 19 points in the second half of action against a very good Coney team that is now 7-2 after the loss, only losing to Nokomis and Brewer.
Yeah, I mean, that Coney team's sitting in 3rd, and I think it's pretty interesting to see how that Nokomis and Brewer really are set above the rest. I mean, to beat the team behind you by 30 points is really incredible. So I definitely think that it's going to be an interesting Class A North race for the second half of the year here.
And going back to that Coney game, it wasn't just Cooper Flagg getting it done. It was also his twin brother, Ace, put up 19 points in the victory. And outside of those two, nobody else in double digits. 9 points for Alex Grant and 9 points for Madden White as well.
Yeah, those Flag brothers, the three of them combined for over 50. Obviously, that was kind of spearheaded by Cooper and Ace, but I mean, that's a pretty impressive, stat sheet right there in itself, and I think that really goes to show volumes of just how good these young players are on Nokomis.
Speaking of Nokomis, currently undefeated in this gymnasium. They have won 7 consecutive games after that loss to Brewer early in the season. And speaking of Brewer, who Nokomis have been chasing so far this season, they play Erskine tonight, and that'll be away. I'm excited for that. Erskine currently winless, but an upset there, and Nokomis could sneak up into first place here in Class A North. But more realistically, you look towards that game on January 20th, right here at Nokomis Regional High on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting, for the game where Nokomis could really take over at the helm of Class A North.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting one, and it's, I'm a little sad that I'm not going to be here to announce it, but it's definitely going to be exciting. But we're going to hand this over, I believe, to Miss Mary Netto, who is principal here at Nokomis. So we haven't really seen her, I haven't at least this season so far, to announce the starting lineup. So this is kind of exciting.
Yeah, one of my favorite PA announcers. Not that Mr. Ryan Martin doesn't do a great job at it, but that warrior spirit from Principal Netto is unmatched. So we'll turn it over to her, and we'll catch you on the other side of the announcements for the starting lineups.
Good evening and welcome to Nokomis Regional High for today's contest between the Gardiiner Area High School Tigers and your own Nokomis Warriors. We hope you enjoy today's game and support these athletes, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Gardiiner, a senior, number 10, Braden Derogi. A junior, number 11, Calvin Cathings. A junior, number 14, Wyatt Chadwick. A junior, number 20, Colby Moody. A senior, number 24, Ryan Moore. The Tigers are coached by Aaron Toman and assisted by Charlie Lawrence, Roger Collins, Spencer Allen, and Jordan Hersom. And now for your Warriors, a sophomore, number 4, Alex Grant. A sophomore, number 15, Connor Sides. A freshman, number 11, Ace Flag. A freshman, number 32, Cooper Flag. A junior, number 35, Madden White. The Warriors are coached by Earl Anderson and assisted by Josh Grant and Jared Richardson. Your officials this evening are John Shoppy and Rick Speed. At this time, would you all rise and remove your hats to honor America for the playing of our national anthem?
Great job there by Principal Marinetto announcing the starting lineup. So we'll run through them once again for your pleasure. First, for the Gardiiner Tigers, number 10, Braden Duragi, he's a senior. Number 11, Calvin Catchings. Number 14, Wyatt Chadwick. Number 20, Colby Moody. And number 24, Ryan Moore. And for your Warriors, it's going to be number 4, Alex Grant. Number 11, Ace Flag. Number 15, Connor Sides. Number 32, Cooper Flag. And number 35, Madden White, rounding out the starting lineup for your Warriors. It's going to be Catchings against Flag, and Catchings wins the tip against Cooper Flag. So Gardiiner will get the first possession. It starts here with Chadwick. Feeds it across to Moore, puts it to the floor, and loses the handle. Is stripped away by Ace Flag. And a good start here for the Warriors. Alex Grant brings it up. Gives it over to White. Tipped pass, rolls out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
You know, one of the players that we didn't mention in the pregame that, you know, while Calvin Catchings was out, was really the backbone of this Gardiiner team was Colby Moody, number 20. I'm really excited to see what he can do tonight in terms of assisting Catchings and, you know, trying to beat this Nokomis defense.
Yeah, and a Gardiiner team that is very experienced, all juniors and seniors in the starting lineup. So we'll see if they can use that to their advantage. Kick out here, and the three is up and in from Colby Moody. So he opens the scoring, drawing first blood for the Tigers, and they lead 3-0. White's double teamed here, gets it high post to Cooper Flag. Underneath the ace for an easy 2. Nice feed there from Cooper Flag. A defense chant here already from the Warrior student section. Here's Catching underneath the basket, working on Flag. Misses the turnaround shot. Flag tracks down his own rebound, takes it straight to the rim. Well done there by the Tigers. Made it difficult for him. Flag was unable to convert. And an elbow jumper in from Duragi. Extends that lead back up to 3. Looping pass over to Sides. He gets up for it. Spins, gets past his man. A little hop step, and it rolls in for him. Connor Sides for 2.
Yeah, that's nice to see. We don't see a lot of offensive plays from Sides, but that was a really nice one there.
Yeah, beat his man easily off the perimeter. Got a little bit of help from the rim, and it goes down. It's Calvin Catchings misses a turnaround jumper there. Flag got caught in the air, was able to get it to Sides. Now in the corner, White jumper for Cooper Flag is short. Might have been blocked, but it was Ace Flag there to clean up the scraps and put Nokomis in front for the first time tonight. So back come the Tigers. It's Catchings. He's going to try a deep 3, and that didn't even find the rim. Rough start here for Calvin Catchings. 0 for 3 in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say offensively, he's been struggling. I mean, obviously very early in this game, but defensively right now, he's kind of making up for it. He's put a bit of a lock here on Cooper so far.
That's going to be the matchup to watch all night for sure. Catchings and Flag. Here's Grant with a little bit of space. He can hit those. That one comes just short. Now Duragi off the feed from Catchings. Hesitation move, puts it up for an easy 2. So Duragi with a couple of buckets here, and Gardiiner go back out in front. A little bit of a back and forth affair here early in the first. Cross court pass, Sides finds himself wide open for 3. Back rims it. Chadwick with the board. Sides on Duragi. Going to make a stop. Another hesitation move. Good crossover. Forces the pass. Moore misses the 3. Rebound to Gardiiner. And the putback attempt by Chadwick, I believe, was blocked. And so the Tigers keep the ball. Chadwick's going to take the inbound himself. Struggling to find an in. It goes to Duragi over the head of Sides. Puts it down. Ace Flag coming in, a lot of contact. Might have got away with one there. Catchings tries a jumper. That's off. Rebound to Chadwick, blocked by Ace Flag. I believe both Flag brothers went up for it. I think it was Ace who got a hand on the ball. Well, what can you do there, Ashton? You get two 6'7" players jumping at you in the paint. Not a whole lot you can do. As Catching tries another one. And he's off once again. Rough start here for Calvin Catchings. Flag tries a jumper. That's all net. Cooper Flag's on the board. His first bucket of the night. Gardiiner really keeping things slow in the half-court set. Get the switch. It's Ace Flag on the perimeter. Ragi's forced to give it up, and Nokomis switch back. Feed to the corner. Catchings gives it up this time. And a travel called there on Ryan Moore. Another turnover for the Tigers. Neither team looking too good here in the early going. A little bit of sloppy play from both sides. And you kind of expect that from a Gardiiner team after such a long layoff between games. Kind of difficult to keep that match-like intensity through training. Madden White, double teamed. Flag scoops it up off the floor. Now Alex Grant, I believe that was, might have got a piece of it. It was Duragi with a hard closeout.
Alex Grant, I mean, he's been a much-needed shooter for this Nokomis team this year. He's 0 for 2 from behind the line tonight, but the last game he had, what, 3 threes? I mean, that's all he shot, and that's pretty good. I mean, that's on this Nokomis team, that's the kind of shooter that you really need. As a great takeaway there from Ace Flag.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that, Ashton. Not a whole lot of pure shooters on this Warrior squad. They're facing a lot of zone defenses this year. It's going to be key to have a few players that can knock them down from beyond the arc. Foul drawn there by Cooper Flag. Get a couple of shots from the stripe. Coach Earl Anderson off his bench early on here. We're able to get an interview with him here on the Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting. We'll feature later on in the broadcast. First year head coach of the Warriors. The Flag knocks the second one down. 1 for 2. Extends the Nokomis lead to 2. Comes Duragi. Tried to hand it off. It was poked away by Flag. Now sides all alone. Stops, pops, and misses. Rebound to Cooper Flag off the backboard and out. Size gets the offensive board. Now it's Ace Flag streaking down the lane, finishing and one.
That was an absolute menace play there from Ace Flag. Drove right in there and said, I'll take care of this myself.
A couple of missed shots from the Warriors. Ace Flag with a full head of steam. A couple of rolls around the rim. That'll go down. A substitution here for Gardiiner. Chadwick heads to the bench. And it looks like it's Luke Lawrence coming in, another senior on this Gardiiner team. And Nokomis shot 91% from the line on Saturday against Coney. Here's Ace Flag missing the free throw. He's got that new form. Worked well for him last week against Lawrence, I believe it was. Able to connect there. As he gets credit for another steal on that. Tipped it away. Now here comes Cooper. No look pass to Grant. And that should be a goaltender.
Yeah, that's a really...
Coach Anderson a couple of feet onto the court. Livid with that decision, and he's going to get a technical foul.
I mean, it's a technical foul. That's tough, but I understand the frustration there. That's a very questionable play, to say the least. I mean, I get it. The referees, they're just doing their jobs, and we do appreciate them, but undoubtedly a questionable call there.
Catchings came out of nowhere. It was a great hustle play by the junior, but I think that was quite clearly a goaltend. Came off the backboard, a couple of before Catchings swatted it. It's going to be Catchings at the line. We're shooting the technical free throws. He hits the first.
That'll open him up for tonight.
see the frustration from Coach Anderson. 2 for 2 catches. They'll get the ball as well. He's got him down at front. A little confused here. And over comes Burgess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That is a frustrating play. That was a great offensive play from Nokomis. Alex Grant wide open underneath and just ended up.
How about the pass there from Cooper Flagg? No look underneath. That was highlight play ruined by Catchings. Here it comes again. Swim move, and he throws it down.
Cooper Flagg says, you know what? You're going to call goaltending, goaltend this.
Emphatic 2 there. And he's going to draw an offensive foul on the other end. Momentum starting to shift. Flagg hypes up the Warriors student section.
Cooper Flagg taking control of this, shifting the momentum right back in Nokomis' favor.
See if he can start to take over like he has in the past couple of games. You know, early in the season, Flagg was, playing within the system well, and I think he's continued to do that, but in the last couple of games, he's found his way. I mentioned 34 and 30.
Yeah, he was pivotal in that comeback win against Coney. He had 20 points in the third quarter alone.
Here's again, picking out the Flagg, or White rather. Now it's Grant. White will try a 3 of his own. That's short. Ace Flagg with the offensive board. Goes back up with it. Gets another rebound. Fall away jumper is good. Almost looking for a foul there. Ace Flagg with 3 Tigers around him. Got it on the 3rd attempt. Probably the hardest of the 3 too.
Yeah, kind of fadeaway. Didn't want that travel call. Put it up.
The bodies underneath the basket. It's been a little physical here early on. We've seen that a lot so far this year. It's the way you gotta play Nokomis though. Get under their skin a little bit.
And then we've talked about how this is a young team and you almost need to try and find that advantage somewhere. And a lot of these teams almost need to go mentally because this is a physically, that's a tough foul.
Both Flag days going up. Got caught on the up fake. There's more. Nice post move. Now at the line for Gardiiner. Trail by 6 with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. And under the basket comes Alex Grant. Grant's one of the top rebounders on this team, I hear. Not quite.
He's got the stature for it.
For sure. Serves his role effectively.
You don't need to rebound when you can knock them all down.
That's true. That is true. This Flag does grab the board. 32 seconds to go. Nokomis will probably get the last shot here. Leading by 5 points. What's been a sloppy first quarter. Not one that either coach would be rather impressed with, but if you're Gardiiner, you'd be too upset, trailing by just 5. The second-seeded team here in Illinois. And really one of the top teams in the entirety of the state. White cross-court pass to Grant, spots up, deep 3. That's short, put back by Hunter Flag at the buzzer, rolls out. So unlucky there from the Warriors. Got a couple of clean looks as time winded down in the first quarter. But that'll do it here, 15-10. So we take another look at that Cooper Flag slam. Take away on one end, and we see this so often. Transitioning from defense to offense. Flag says, I'll do it myself. A little slim move, and the two-handed dunk.
That was perfect timing for that dunk. And the momentum had drastically shifted in the favor of Gardiiner after that technical foul on Coach Anderson. And Cooper Flag did exactly what he needed to do, and he got it done.
So just a note for quality assurance on the broadcast. If you're watching this live and you want the best viewing experience possible, here's a couple suggestions. If you have the cable output, quality is dictated by Spectrum, so there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But if you're watching on the YouTube stream and poor bandwidth is your issue, please contact your internet provider. Finally, if you're on YouTube and would like better quality, follow these steps. First, go to the gear in the bottom right of the screen, then click on the gear and you'll find a setting called quality. click on that and choose the highest level your device offers, which would typically be either 720p or 1080p. And if you do that, you should see the game a little bit clearer from your viewing perspective. We're underway here in the second. Dawson Townsend comes onto the court. Hunter Flag remains out there after getting a couple seconds at the end of the first. Here's Flag in the high post, takes it right at 3 Tiger defenders and puts it up and in. Gardiiner coming in. White all over him. Forces a tough pass. Driving here is Moody. The opening 3. Haven't called his name much since. 3 Warriors surround Moore in the post. He's unable to finish. It was a nice move. Underneath a little reverse layup. Able to connect. And now here's Dawson Townsend. Alvin Ketchum's going to come in back into the game on the next dead ball. And gives over to Flag. Up fake. Now White's got a wide open look for 3, and he hits it.
Nice little Drano there from Madden White. He's been taking a lot of threes lately, and he's been hitting a lot too. And it's one of those things when you look at him, he doesn't necessarily look like the kind of player that's going to be taking those threes, and he just kind of spreads that defense out a little bit. Really nice play there.
And that's an adjustment he's had to make to his game from last year to this year, where last year he was the #1 scoring option, and he did a lot of his scoring by getting to the basket, getting short jumpers. But this year he's kind of had to extend his range. A player that's always been able to shoot the ball, but with the likes of Cooper Flag and Ace Flag under the basket, he's been more of a kick out and shoot kind of guy at times. And he's done it well. Shows it there as he drills the 3 and extends Nokomis' lead to 9. Light press here from the Warriors. Burgess getting a little space as Townsend pokes it away. Catching's able to recover. Hunter Flag with an easy steal. And now it's Madden White laying it in.
I was really hoping for a throw down there, but sometimes just got to have that little gentle touch.
Well, after, I believe it was the Coney game,
Yeah.
he missed a dunk, and I'm sure Coach Anderson had a word with him after that one. A little bit more precautious on those kind of plays. And now there's a goaltending call. It went down anyways. A little bit ironic there. So it was Cooper Flag going for the block. Or is it a foul?
That was a goaltending.
It looks like they're going to call a foul. So the bucket's in and the foul. Didn't see a lot of contact there. Daragi's going to get the shot from the line. Chance to convert the traditional 3-point play, and he does so.
I don't know if I'd call that traditional. I don't know what was very traditional about that.
As here comes Nokomis. Alex Grant with the high pass. Flag takes a bump and puts it home for an emphatic 2.
That man is a menace. He really is. He is absolutely. He keeps the momentum in Nokomis' favor no matter what.
That was a hard slam. Bent the rim back a little bit.
One of these days, I might be a little hopeful here, but I want to see one of these backboards break.
I've seen those highlights on social media a little bit. I will say, Ashton, on that front, these rims are fairly new. Only, the second or third year in this gym. So, might be a little bit difficult, but with the rate that there's been
a lot
dunks,
of wear and tear on them.
Right, with the rate that these rims have been taking such a beating, you never know. There's a tie-up. White unhappy with the call. Gardiiner take the ball as Ace Flag returns to the game in exchange for his older brother, Hunter. Put in a nice little shift there, bridging the gap between the first and second quarters. Daragi once again getting past White, or does he? It's blocked. White came down on the maroon paint. Out of bounds. So Gardiiner are able to get the ball back. Looked like Daragi just blew by White, but he stuck with it well.
And that's really been Daragi's game so far. He has been, he is not the most physically imposing player to think that he's going to drive in, but that's exactly what he's been doing. Nice block there from Cooper Flagg.
That's another one that's questionable. Close to the backboard. No goaltending this time. But yeah, Duragi with those stop and start moves has found a lot of space, getting penetration on the perimeter. Hit a couple of shots so far tonight. Really led the way for this Gardiiner team. Cooper Flagg on the outside. Gets fouled as he tries to feed Ace. 4th team foul on Gardiiner. As we take a look here at that Cooper Flagg dunk once again. High pass from Grant. Doesn't matter. A lot of contact. There's no stopping that freight train. As he flushes it home for 2. Here we go again. Cooper Flagg tries a 3 this time. Rims out. Sides challenging for the board. Eventually it was scooped up by a Gardiiner player that is not on our roster. So maybe a jersey change or something here. We're just going to go with Gardiiner number 1 for now. Cooper Flagg is going to be guarding him. He feeds over to Moore. High post. Back out to Duragi. Working on sides. Tough fall away. Jumper rattles in. Little note, both teams wearing face coverings tonight. Almost complimentary of other schools who do require them, although they don't themselves. Here comes Duragi in transition. Cooper Flagg rattled the backboard on that play. Couple of opportunities. And now Flagg throws it away. Floater is well short from Moody.
Right idea there from Moody and just couldn't execute it well. I mean, I wouldn't have driven in on him either.
Another showing of Nokomis' youth. Just a poor turnover there from Flagg in the backcourt. And we saw a lot of that against Coney in the first half, and that's really what willed the Rams to that big first half lead before Nokomis really took over and settled in that game away in Augusta on Saturday afternoon rather. Fall away jumper from Moore, bounces around and eventually out. Townsend tips it into the hands of Cooper Flagg, who also had 13 rebounds against Coney.
Another tough turnover there. I mean, granted, not too much sides could do about it, but again, I mean, turnovers like that in the transition, that's really what the difference was for Coney in the first half, and want to see Nokomis clean that up.
Right, and it's been sloppy again so far in the first half here. Only a 10-point advantage against a team that you would really expect the Warriors to be blowing out, if I'm quite honest with you. Sides unable to connect on the layup there. A couple of Tigers tracking him down. Catchings remains on the bench. Moore misses the 3 there. And Flagg draws another foul. That's the thing about Cooper Flagg. He draws a lot of fouls, gets teams into foul trouble early. Only the 5th team foul on Gardiiner so far. They still have 1 to give with 2.5 minutes to go here in the half. But Gardiiner has done well defensively, holding the Warriors to just 25 points so far.
And it looks like they've been kind of switching back and forth between a zone and a man defense, and that zone defense has been able to trip up Nokomis a few times this season.
Namely against Brewer early on.
Yeah.
That was the big one. As here, Ace Flagg stripped by the official.
Killer defense there.
He's able to keep it. Now Alex Grant tries a 3. He's off once again. Ace Flagg with another offensive rebound. Spins, unable to connect. Grabs another board and threw enough contact to put the 6'7" forward to the floor. He draws a foul. Ace Flagg having his own in the paint so far tonight.
Yeah, he's been having quite the game. 10 points, and I mean, 10. I feel like his points are always very quiet, but 10 points, and a lot of them have been very, very loud points.
For sure. So Sides is going to inbound, or is he? Cooper Flagg gets a chance to re-enter. Dawson Townsend heads back out. Townsend, another freshman, getting significant minutes on the Nokomis team. Gardiiner gets the sub in. It's Anthony Rivera, freshman for Gardiiner. Inbound to Cooper Flagg, hands it off to Sides, tries a three. I believe that was blocked. Flagg grabs the loose ball, no look feed to Madden White.
Oh, that was
finishes with the left hand.
That was a beautiful no-look pass there.
Now Ace Flagg gets a steal, but he stepped on the line. Hustle play there from Ace Flagg. But going back to that pass by Cooper, he's got a lot of court vision. And that's a really underrated part of his game. Not only is he scoring, and typically we don't keep track of assists here in Maine high school basketball, but if we did, I think he'd be close to a triple-double on a lot of nights.
Yeah, because, I mean, he's really playing it all for this Nokomis team, and not to take away from any of the other players, but there's something that needs to get done. He does get it done.
Ace Flagg gets the Tiger player up in the air and finishes with the right hand. Nokomis starting to pull away here, leading by 14 now. Screen by Moore. Draghi doesn't get anywhere with it. Gets it back. Switches on to Cooper Flagg. Not sure if that's the matchup Draghi wants. He'll try a jumper, and he's blocked. And now out in transition, Sides converts, and a foul. Tough call there if you're Gardiiner, a late whistle. Nokomis fans don't care. 50 seconds on the clock. Hunter Flagg is going to come back in for Ace Flagg. Gets a strong word there from Coach Anderson. It's going to be Sides at the line. Typically solid free throw shooter, Sides. And I jinxed him there as he misses it.
That's the second time you've done that tonight.
Here comes Gardiiner. It's Lawrence. Bit of 4-on-4 action. Lawrence versus Grant. Two smaller guards. As here comes Lawrence. Blocked by Sides. Where did he come from? Shot out of a cannon. Connor Sides comes across with a Cooper Flagg-esque block.
That was vicious. Oh, my goodness.
The speed to track that ball is just incredible. Such an athletic play there from Connor Sides. And that's why he's in the starting lineup night in and night out. His defensive plays like that. Oh, Flagg tried a behind-the-head pass.
Right idea there, just couldn't connect with White.
Might have been a little bit ambitious.
Yeah.
But with a 16-point lead here, can't blame him. 8 seconds on the clock. Gardiiner going to have to get a shot up. A little bit of an ugly-looking one there. Draghi keeps it in. And White picks it up. Full court heave off the backboard and out. And that's how we'll end the first half, 31-15. A little bit of a rough start for the Warriors, but they turned it on late in the second quarter through Ace and Cooper Flagg. 31-15 is your score as we head to the half. It's been Ryan Bell and Ashton Karen. We'll catch you on the other side of the break. Thank you for tuning in to Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
Hometown Health Center, serving the greater Newport community for over 15 years. With locations in Newport, Dexter, and now Nokomis Regional High, our mission is to provide high-quality, cost-effective healthcare to the communities we serve.
So my name is Penny Townsend. I'm the Chief Program Officer at Hometown Health Center, and I oversee the school-based health center here at Nokomis Regional High. So Hometown Health is available to Nokomis students for medical needs on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 to 3:30. I really enjoy working with the students. It's nice to get to know the students and see all the different things that we can help them with as they navigate through the school. Students can receive all kinds of services, everything from well checks and preventative checks, as well as same-day appointments such as acute visits like a sore throat or an ankle sprain or a rash. Those are all different types of services that they see here. We also do behavioral health. We have a telehealth program where they can come here and use the iPad and telehealth with a behavioral health worker at the office. And we also offer dental services to students as well.
Hometown Health Center, 118 Moosehead Trail, Newport, 29 Church Street, Dexter, and now serving the students of Nokomis Regional High.
Hello and welcome to the MLTI 2.0 Slam Show, a brand new resource for students and teachers to learn about technology use to its fullest. We are the Student Leadership Ambassadors of Maine. That's where SLAM comes from. We hope that you can participate in our weekly live stream where we answer questions, discuss technology topics, and share student work. Join our community of students and educators from around the state to learn and share with.
The MLTI Slam Show is a program of the Maine Department of Education. For more information about this and other innovative educational initiatives, please visit www.maine.gov/DOE.
This broadcast is sponsored by D.A. Gould Excavation, Maxim Fitness and Spa, A. Robinson in Corinna, Casa Cattle, Nita Cakes, Bears One Stop, TJ's Jewelry, Newport Glass, Gilman Plumbing and Heating, Sebasticook Valley Federal Credit Union, Hometown Health, and Hartley's of Newport. Once again, thank you to our sponsors. And now, let's get back to basketball on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting.
And welcome back to the RSU 19 and Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting YouTube channel and Spectrum channel for tonight's presentation of Nokomis Warrior Basketball. Once again, I'm Ryan Bell alongside Ashton Karen bringing you coverage of tonight's game. And before we get underway here in the second half, we're going to cut to an interview that we did here on Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting with Coach Earl Anderson. So let's take a look at that.
Well, like every team, we're getting better every day. That's certainly the goal. We have some flaws. We have some things we know we have to do better. Even the things we do well, we want to do better. So really, we just look, one practice at a time, one game at a time, and try to, focus on where our feet are. Well, we had already gone on a 10-0 run to end the half, so we felt like we were in pretty good shape. We had weathered the storm. We knew that the biggest thing was they had sped the game up in our minds. We were fine with playing quick, but we were playing fast between the ears, and turnovers were killing us. And once we settled down, the end of the second half of the second quarter, went on a 10-0 run. I felt the game was in a good spot for us.
So thank you to Coach Anderson for providing that interview for us. Ashton, why don't you run down the stats for the first half?
Yeah, sure. I'll start with the visiting team for Gardiiner. The points leader tonight has been Braden Duragi, who has been driving in a lot. He's got 9 points, followed by Colby Moody, who has 3. Calvin Catchings has 2, and Ryan Moore has just 1. And for your Nokomis Warriors, points leader tonight, and all-game points leader, Ace Flag, the big man in the post. He's got 12 tonight. He's been absolutely going off in the paint. He's followed by Cooper, who has 9. Baden White has 7. And Connor Sides has 4.
And it's always quiet from Ace Flag, He doesn't have those emphatic dunks like Cooper. He doesn't have those highlight passes, turnaround jumpers, you name it. But he is a menace down low in the post. The amount of offensive rebounds that kid grabs and putbacks, and he's not always the best at finishing in the paint, but he gets himself 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 opportunities to put the ball back up and in, and he's shown it tonight. High-quality performance from Ace Flag, and he's making a bid for that Hartley's Player of the Game for sure.
Without a doubt, he's really just kind of taken over in the paint on both sides of the court.
And it's so difficult to defend that 1-2 punch between Cooper and Ace. Both big men.
Let's look at one of those plays before the half. This was a no-look pass from Cooper to Madden.
And we talk about that court vision from Cooper Flag. And a little bit of technical difficulties here. But that court vision from Flag is just something else. You see it here. No-look feed.
Look at that.
Underneath to White.
That's pretty incredible, especially for a young player like Cooper Flag. He's looking in a completely different direction. That's some Patrick Mahomes level no-look passing right there.
For sure. Gave it over to White. Scored 2 of his 7 on that possession. And White, another player who's had a pretty quiet first half as Grant tries a 3. Misses again. Not a great shooting night so far for Alex Grant. He's had his open looks. Struggled a little bit. Player that typically can hit those with great consistency. I would go as far as to name him probably the best three-point shooter in this Warrior squad. As Cooper Flag tips that one.
No, I agree with you there on Grant. Maybe if you did a three-point shooting contest, you'd find a different result, but he seems to be the man who gets it done as a slam dunk from Madden White.
And that's the traditional play we see so often here at Nokomis. Cooper Flag gets a steal or a rebound. Feed ahead to White in transition, doing what he does best. High-flying slam from Madden White. Nokomis get the ball back here. It's with Sides. Feeds over to Alex Grant. Bounce pass to Ace and back out to Grant now. Almost looking to pick up where they left off at the end of that first half. On a big run. Jump ball there. And Gardiiner get the ball back. The Possession arrow in their favor. And Calvin Catchings, the player we talked a lot about coming into this game, struggled a lot, specifically in that opening quarter. I think Gardiner's trying to just ease him in a little bit here, as we mentioned, coming off of an apparent injury. But struggled a little bit tonight. Of course, Catchings, a all KVAC rookie team selection as a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, he was really, he's really been this player for Gardiiner. And like I said, they haven't had him for the first 4 games as he misses another fadeaway jumper. He has yet to make a basket from the field. He's got 2 from the foul line, but just struggled a little bit. And
now here's Cooper Flagg, rimming out on a 3. Second look from beyond the arc so far from Cooper. Hasn't been able to convert on either. Now here's Moore, the mid-range jumper. Flagg over jumped the rebound, but eventually it was pulled away. And now here comes Connor Sides, rolling in the layup just about.
I thought he was going to go for the dunk there too, I figured,
Yeah, he had a full head of steam coming down the lane. Might have had a little bit of a mini heart attack there as that one nearly rolled out on him. Easy look. Moore stuffed by Flagg. Now out in transition, it's Sides finishing again. Connor Sides running the floor. Ace Flagg rejecting the Tigers and propelling Nokomis into a massive lead. A timeout here by Gardiiner. Let's look at Madden White's dunk there. Play we see so often. Cooper Flagg with the block. Grabs the ball, feeds ahead to a streaking White for the two-handed flush. Madden White extends his scoring run to 9 points tonight.
Yep.
9 points. So a lot of players going to be in double digits here, I think, as we take a look at our Nokomis Warrior broadcasting sponsors. First, Hometown Health Center, both in Dexter and Newport. And Sebasco Valley Federal Credit Union in Pittsfield and Newport. Gilman Plumbing and Heating, 23 Spring Street, Newport. Hartley's, 30 Main Street in Newport. And Newport Glass, 368-5698, 162 Elm Street in Newport. Thank you to our Nokomis Warrior broadcasting sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Gardiiner come out of the timeout here. It's going to be Catchings and Moore spearheading the attack as the Warriors come out with Cooper and Ace Flagg leading the way for their side. Garagi to bring it up. Little handoff to Moore from the elbow. Good look. Moore hasn't shot the ball particularly well tonight either. Here's Cooper Flagg out to White. Fed all the way around. Grant's going to try another one. Now it goes down for him.
First Drano of the night for Grant, and it's a good one.
He'll be happy with that shot, finally getting on the board. Continuing with that nice off-ball movement to find open looks. Not afraid to shoot it. As they say, shooters gonna shoot. Ace Flagg
shooters
for 2.
Ace Flagg, 14 on the night.
Gardiiner looking to get right back at Nokomis. Haven't scored yet in the second half. Nokomis really building on this lead now. Nearing a 30-point advantage. Catchings with it now. Of course, joined on that all-rookie team a couple years ago by Warrior Madden White. A bit of a wild play here. Duragi from the corner. Nice rebound there by Cooper Flagg. Long feet ahead. White finishes through the foul. Having a word there with the Gardiiner defender. It was Chadwick who went up with him.
Yeah, White, he was sent to the floor on that defensive play. Came back and kind of flushed that one right down their face.
A lot of media coverage out here tonight, just looking down on the end line. Cameras pointed everywhere. White hits the free throw, and it's an even 30-point advantage for the Warriors.
Yeah, you were talking earlier about Catchings being on the KVAC all-rookie team, and he was also alongside with Cooper Flagg on Big Time Hoops' preseason pulls as a nasty block there from Cooper.
And with a little bit of bias, I'm going to have to say Cooper Flagg's been having the better season of the two. Of course, Catching's struggling with injury so far. But the freshman Cooper Flagg making a name for himself. Sides with a nice take. Running back style through the lane. Finishes with the right hand.
He's in double digits tonight.
Like we mentioned, not the offensive prowess, but able to do it tonight. I believe this is his first game of the season in double digits. And he will head to the bench after a good shift. Ace Flagg also heads out. Gardiiner continue to search for their first bucket of the third quarter. Inbound goes to Gardiiner. On the floor is Moody. Now it's Lawrence. Back to Moody. Stops and pops. He misses. Cooper Flagg over the head of a couple of Tigers. And a one-handed slam from Cooper Flagg.
Cooper Flagg, oh my goodness.
I think we're getting too used to those, Ashton.
I don't know. Those are pretty cool to watch. I don't care how many times I get to watch them.
Early in the season, you know, you haven't seen a whole lot of dunks here in this gym, but now it's consistently night in, night out. You're getting a minimum of 3 to 4. And another look at that right away. Cooper Flagg, an impressive rebound, coast to coast, over the head of a couple of Tigers, emphatically with the right hand. Trademark dunk there from Cooper Flagg. He likes those, going to the right and throwing it down with some sort of power. Dawson Townsend checks back in. Hunter Flagg at the line. Of course, the third Flagg brother typically comes off the bench, provides quality minutes, knocks down the second free throw. Gardiiner, a little bit of their bench in here late in the third quarter. Catching's forced to stop, sets the pick for Lawrence. Driving on Grant, going nowhere. Catching's thought about the three. Pulled away, aggressive play there by Hunter Flagg. Gets it out to Cooper, who got his ankles tied up there with Catchings. Frustrated not to get a call. Might have been a little unlucky.
That is unlucky. That was looking like it was going to be a highlight reel play there.
Yeah, had the rim shivering, but got away with it. If you're Catchings, getting the defensive stop. Still trailing by a sizable margin.
Yeah, just under 2 minutes left, and they still have not scored here in the second half. I mean, in this third quarter. Same thing.
Nokomis' defense has just been incredible all year. I know going into that Coney game, I believe they were allowing less than 40 points a game.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only been a couple 50-plus point games here for Nokomis, and I believe both of them have been pretty sizable wins as well.
Bounce pass to White. Floater is good. Through a heavy contest from Catchings. And White having a pretty good game for himself there. Another player looking to pick up the Hartley's player of the game. Three-pointer heavily contested from Burgess. Gardiiner able to get it back. Another missed shot. Now it's kicked out. Up fake from Rivera. And eventually, Hunter Flagg grabs it, but he's tied up by Lawrence. And Gardiiner keep it. Burgess going to inbound this one. Rivera coming off the screen. Of course, a freshman for the Tiger squad. Trying to find a pass here. Ace Flagg comes away with another steal. Hunter scoops it up. Jumper is just short. Nice rebound by Ace Flagg. Kicks out to Townsend. And now it's Grant. Warriors with another shot at it. Grant with a little jab step. Over to Townsend. Back to Grant. Thought about the three. Instead gives it up to Hunter Flagg. In the post, and now the kick out to Townsend. Don't think Townsend shot the ball yet tonight. Hunter Flagg tries a three, and he drills it.
Nice little Drano there. Love to see it from Hunter Flagg.
Hunter Flagg has turned into quite the shooter here for the Warriors. Vera looking to answer back. Vera's looked pretty shifty here. Tries a jumper there. And blocked by Ace Flagg under the basket. As time expires in the third quarter, Nokomis shut out Gardiiner in the third and extend their lead even further. I would expect to see the substitutes play nearly the entirety of this fourth quarter, with Nokomis leading 58-15.
You know, and
take a couple look at some of these highlights. First, a three by Alex Grant, who's had a little bit of a tough shooting night. Continues to shoot the ball and knocks down, in your words, a Drano.
Absolutely.
And one here by Madden White. Long feet ahead from Cooper. With Chadwick all over him. Fired up on the play there. And a block here by Cooper Flagg. Offensive, or a dunk rather. This is the one-handed slam from Cooper Flagg. So we look here at the student section of Nokomis, packed as always. A lot of school spirit. As we know, Nokomis principal Mary Netto in the house. It's a packed crowd, per usual, here at Nokomis. Again, no vouchers required, as some other schools do. Nokomis has lifted that restriction.
You know, earlier, Ryan, you did say something about Nokomis going to use a lot of their bench players tonight. And as you said that, they do have quite a few bench players out due to COVID. So this one, we might see more starters play than
I didn't even notice
usual.
That. Yeah, you're right. Just looking over at the Warrior bench.
No Mason Hopkins, no Cody Cretion.
And that's blocked there. Alex Grant trying to take it to the hole. But Ethan Cody checks in. One of those players that typically sees minutes later on in the games. But yeah, that if you're Gardiiner, that's not a good sign. Short bench for the Warriors. That means a lot of the starters are going to get more minutes and really add to this rout. Here comes Alex Grant over to Townsend. See if Nokomis can give some of those players who don't typically score the rock quite as much a few more opportunities down the stretch. Hunter Flagg draws the foul in between a couple of Tiger defenders. He's going to get another chance from the line. He's got 5 points already on the night. Not a whole lot of minutes either.
Now this is his second trip to the line, and he had that nice three earlier.
Continues his good shooting night from the line. It's the first. Exactly a minute into this fourth quarter, and Nokomis breaks 60 as Flagg's free throws are pure. And this is turning into a big, big deficit for the Tigers.
You know, I'll be honest, going into this game, we talked about on paper, I'd say this is what we expected from this Tigers team. That's going to be a travel there.
Unlucky, and it's another one of those sloppy turnovers. I think despite the large margin of victory tonight, there's a lot of things that you can clean up if you're the Warriors heading into a few more competitive games. Of course, next up for Nokomis will be Mount Blue, who Nokomis have already beat earlier on in the year by a large margin. 86-52 was the final right here in this gymnasium. But after Mount Blue is the much anticipated rematch with Brewer.
And Catchings, that's going to be his first field goal from tonight, and it's a 3, putting him at 5.
Looks like there's not going to be a junior varsity game for that Brewer game. That'll be on January the 20th. Hunter Flagg spots up for another one. This one goes just short. Ace Flag picks up the rebound, but throws it beyond half court for a backcourt violation. And that three-pointer by Catchings was the first bucket of the second half for Gardiiner. And they'll go again, trailing by 42. Kick out off the fingertips of Moody. Warriors take the ball back. Townsend to give it into Grant. And you know, that short bench isn't really great for Nokomis either. Wanting to rest a few of those starters heading in to a tougher stretch of matches. After this game for Gardiiner, they will face Morse on the road before heading back home to face Mount Ararat. Hunter Flag over to Townsend. Driving on Chadwick, fall away jumper, rims out and back in, off the glass. First points of the night for Dawson Townsend.
Yeah, and a nice bucket there, without a doubt.
Three-pointer by Moore, I believe it was. Banks out.
Looks like he just put that one up, although I can't say I would do differently.
With this loss, Gardiiner will most likely fall to 1-5. Of course, they had that game against Brewer postponed on the 6th, which was Thursday of last week. So that's partially why they had such a long layoff between games. But if you're Nokomis, you haven't missed a beat here. Tough to be too critical of a performance this good. Looking like they're going to advance to 9-1. It's Gardiiner going to go with a whole new 5 on the next dead ball. Foul called there. Just the 4th team foul for Gardiiner of the second half, and the substitutes roll in for the Tigers. And one for the Warriors as well. Kellen Peavy checks in for Ace Flag. So a chance for some new faces out there on the hardwood. Ethan Cody into Townsend. Had a little bit of space. Instead, it's Hunter Flag wide open. Can't hit that one. We'll take a look at our sponsors while we got a quick break. First, DA Gould and Excavation, 938, or maybe not, Maxim Fitness, 8 Main Street in Hamden. Thank you to our Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting sponsors. I'm going to sneak in a little bit more promos for our sponsors. Mr. Brown was a little bit too quick for me on that one. The jumper is off there. Hunter Flag grabs the rebound. Over to Alex Grant, who slows it down. Almost will start up a half-court set with Ethan Cody. Underneath, Townsend streaking to the bucket for 2. Off a feed from Hunter Flag. Townsend getting it done here, late on. Nokomis start to near that 70-point mark. Shot banks out, and that one banks in by the player once again not on our roster, number 1 for the Gardiiner Tigers. Here's Townsend. Flag for 3. He's short on that one. Flag getting a lot of open looks from beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's like you said earlier, Ryan. Shooters shooting. He's been pulling them up all night.
Here's Rivera working on Peavy. Gets a little bit of space, gets the foul call. It was Hunter Flag coming in from the other side to sandwich the freshman. He gets a chance from the line. We'll look at our sponsors once again. A. Robinson Oil Company in Corinna, 307. Or once again, maybe not, Casa Cattle Farm Store. Beef, pork, lamb, chicken, and eggs, 141 Nokomis Road in Corinna. Thank you to our Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting sponsors. Rivera misses the first.
I'll tell you what, Ryan. They have got some cool kicks on that team. There are some nice shoes down there. That is
true. A lot of color.
Yeah, a lot of color. It's really stood out to me. I've kind of been looking at some of the finer details here in the second half, and they got some nice shoes.
Nokomis, of course, with the matching white team shoes. Also pretty clean look, I might add.
Yeah, you got to respect that. Everybody wears the same. Keep it uniform.
Very formal look. But if you going back to Gardiner's look, the orange and black uniforms doesn't always match perfectly with all those colors. You gotta admit.
Yeah, I will admit that.
Some greens,
blues,
some yellows, yeah.
Yeah.
2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Layup rolls around and eventually goes down for Burgess. It looks like this Warrior squad's probably going to close out the game. Sides, White, Cooper, and Ace Flag sitting on the bench. Austin Townsend puts it down underneath. Hunter Flag trying to get it back out to Townsend. Nearly stolen. Now Hunter Flag will try another three. Off the mark on that one. As we get under 2 minutes to go. Rivera, nice shot from the right side. High off the glass for two. This will be the 8th victory in a row for Nokomis. As here's Cody handing off to Peavy. Now it's Townsend holding. A couple more substitutes will come in for the Tigers when we get a chance. Townsend misses there. Burgess, crossover. Number 1 driving, back out to Rivera. Bumps off Cody, misses the shot, gets his own board, and finishes from the right side. Timeout, Gardiiner. We look at our sponsors once again. Nita Cakes in Pittsfield, nitacakes@gmail.com. Also on Facebook, Cakes and Cupcakes for any occasion. Bears One Stop in Newport, 368-2330. TJ's Jewelry in Newport, quality at an affordable price, 368-3349. Thank you once again to our Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting sponsors. The Warriors giving a little bit on the defensive end of things here. It's been Anthony Rivera, freshman for that Gardiiner squad, getting it done here late in the game, not giving up. Minute 14 on the clock.
Tell you what, this has been a really fun team to announce this year. I'm a little sad. This is at least my last game this season, or maybe my last game this season. We'll see. But I'm a little sad because this has been a fun team to commentate, and I'm excited to keep with it on watching the Nokomis Warrior broadcast and seeing more of those dunks.
For sure, and of course, we will be returning next year.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
To call a few games of this special Warrior team that's only going to grow in coming years. Of course, losing a few seniors, but the core of the roster will stay true. 49 seconds on the clock. Once again, Rivera at the line. And thinking about that Hartley's player of the game, it's going to be tough not to give it to Ace Flag.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I think, there's really 3 players on here that, I wouldn't complain if you gave it to him, but Ace Flag really rises to the top for a dominant first half performance that he had.
On the glass is really where he's been getting it done. Easily got a double-double tonight. We don't have official stats on rebounds, but he's got to be well over 10. And a lot of those coming on the offensive end, getting second, third chance opportunities for the Warriors. As time winds down here. 25 seconds on the clock. Grant drives. Cody gives it right back to him. Grant getting a little bit of cardio in here as he runs down the clock. And with this victory, once again, Nokomis will advance to 9-1 on the season and remain in second place in Class A North. Gardiiner with the defeat will fall to 1-5 and likely sit in 8th place in Class A North. And your Hartley's player of the game, Ace Flag, 14 points on the night and numerous rebounds. Ashton, why don't you round out the leading scorers before we head out here?
Yeah, leading scorers tonight for Gardiiner is going to remain unchanged. It's going to be Braden Draghi, who had 9 points in the first half. And that's his stat sheet for tonight, followed closely by Calvin Catchings with 5 and Anthony Rivera with 5. Your leading scorers for Nokomis, Ace Flagg, who had 14, but he was just edged out by Madden White, who had 16. Cooper Flagg had 11, which might be a little off on that one. Connor Sides had 10, and Hunter Flagg had 7, so it was a pretty good night all the way around for Nokomis here.
Yeah, made it difficult for us to pick the player of the game. Of course, Madden White being the leading scorer, but it will go to Ace Flagg. So as we head out here, it's Nokomis with another victory, their 8th in a row. From all of us here at the Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting crew, it's been Ryan Bell and Ashton Karen bringing you the action. Have a good night, everyone.
Any public performance, rebroadcast, reproduction, distribution, unauthorized retransmission, or other use of this program is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting or RSU 19. All rights reserved 2021 and 22.